Hi, my friends! So before I start today's lesson, I want to tell you guys something kind of important, and that is when you're doing your math work at home, I want you to try to make sure that you can get someone to double check your work. Mom, dad, big brother, sister, cousin, I don't really care who it is, but just someone to kind of give you a little bit of support and just kind of go over your work, not give you the answers, but just see if you're doing it correctly or if you got the right answer before you submit your work, okay? A lot of times you're submitting your work and you guys are getting some wrong, which is okay. Of course, we all make mistakes. We're learning. But you don't have me, like at school, kind of, over your shoulder, double checking, sending you back to your desk to fix it. You don't have me to do that. And most of the work that we do on here, when we submit it, it doesn't really give us a second chance, unfortunately. So I'm asking that of you. So for this week, I really want you to make sure that before you hit that submit, you show someone in your family the answers that you got, show them how you solved your problem, and just let them tell you if it's right or wrong before you submit it. Deal? Okay. So for today, we're going to work on subtracting 3-digit numbers. No regrouping today. Don't panic. I know. Regrouping's tomorrow. But for today, we're just going to practice subtracting 3-digit numbers just the regular way. But I'm going to show you 3 different strategies that you can use to solve. Okay? So here we have our chart. The strategies we're going to use are going to be standard algorithm, of course, models, which is using pictures, and partial sums. All right? So here we have our example problem. It says 562 minus 241 equals blank. This is called a number sentence, which we're very familiar with. We've seen them since kindergarten, right? But it's not like kindergarten when it's just 7 minus 4. Okay? It's not like first grade when it's 10 minus 5. This is second grade, guys. This is the end of second grade. We are almost third graders. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. We are doing some serious work here. 562 minus 241 is a big problem. And even though I said no regrouping, these are still very big numbers. We cannot subtract this way anymore. Subtracting horizontally is too much, okay? So whenever you see a problem like this, I want you automatically in your mind to know, okay, I'm going to be changing this problem because this is not how we do it, okay? Now, I don't care which one of these strategies you use to solve. You know my rule. I don't care which one as long as you get it right. But we are not solving it this way, okay? So let's start with the first strategy, which of course, standard algorithm, my favorite, lots of people's favorites. Keep it simple. Okay, so we have 562. Now, remember, when we line these numbers up, we must keep the ones together, the tens together, and the hundreds together, okay? We're keeping families together, okay? The way they should be, right? So when we write this number underneath, we're keeping them in the exact same order, okay? We're gonna make sure the 1 is in the back, just like it is here. We're gonna put the 4 right in the middle, and the tens, and the 2 in the front. Nice and simple, right? All right. Let me switch colors. We're going to draw our H chart. Here we go. Remember, hundreds, tens, and ones. And then we're just going to subtract straight down. Okay, if I have 2 and I take away 1, I have 1 left. If I have 6 and I take away 4, how many do I have left? 2. Good job if you said the answer out loud, even though I'm not there to hear you. And then 5 minus 2, 5, take away 2, we have 3 left. All right. Easy, simple way. I know most people like this strategy, and that's perfectly fine. But I am going to show you the other 2 because, we're all different, and sometimes we like to use different things. Or, hey, you know what? I'm bored. I did standard algorithm 100 times last week. Let me try something else, right? So let's go on to strategy 2, which is models, which is pictures. We know pictures, right? Now, I know not everybody likes this strategy. That's okay. we're still going to use it sometimes. So for this strategy, we're going to be drawing out how many hundreds, how many tens, and how many ones. Here's the trick. The top number is what you draw, and the bottom number is what you're going to X out, okay? And this is true for any subtraction problem, okay? If I did 10 minus 5, I would draw 10, and then I would X out 5. It's the same thing. So I'm just going to draw a box right here, and you can always draw your own box on your paper at home. Split it into 3 parts, hundreds, tens, and ones, right? I know I'm under my problem, but we already know what the answer is anyway, so it's all right. Let's draw it out together. So we have how many hundreds? 5. So I'm going to draw 5 boxes. And then I'll move on to the tens. I have 6 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2 ones. 1, 2. Just like that. All right, step 1 is done. That's drawing out each of your numbers. Next, we're going to do the X's, okay? Now, to do the X's, we're going to go right back where we were on the bottom of the problem, second number. Just start here. I'm going to go to the ones place. How many do I cross out? 1. How many are left over? 1. Simple. Now go over to the tens. How many do I have? 6. How many do I cross out? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are left? 2. Okay? Same thing in the hundreds. Going over here, I have 5. I need to X out 2. 1, 2. How many are left? 1, 2, 3. Of course, it's the same answer because we already did the same problem. Okay? So we'll just write here that it equals 321. There we go. All right, on to the last strategy, and this is partial sums. Now, I'll put the camera down a little bit for you. I know not everyone is a big fan of partial sums. I get it. It can be a little bit confusing. I totally understand. But I know there are some people who actually enjoy partial sums, and so I just want to go over it. So we're going to write our problem again. But this time I'm going to write it as a number sentence like it is in our example. Because we're just going to start here with our problem and start taking away. Remember, whenever you use partial sums, okay, I'm going to go up here to our chart and I'm going to write here value, okay, what they equal. So from the ones, I'm taking away 1. From the 4 tens equals 40. And 2 hundreds equals 200. Just like that. So I'm going to subtract them in pieces like that. I like to start in the back from the ones, just like we normally would. So I'm going to go here to my problem, 562, and I'm going to take away 1. So I have 2 minus 1 is 1. Bring down the 6, bring down the 5. Okay? That number's finished. Now I'm going to go to the 40. 561 minus 40. 1 minus 0 is 1. 6 minus 4 is 2. And bring the 5 down. Not done yet. We still have to do the hundreds place. So now I'm just going to take away 200. 1 minus 0 is 1. 2 minus 0 is 2. And 5 minus 2 is 3. And just like that, you solve the problem using partial sums. Now, one more thing before we go. I want you guys to remember when you do your comprehension check, what I say in the beginning of the video, get someone to check it, leave me a comment, send me a message. If you need help, don't forget to leave a comment when you're finished watching the video and when you finish your comprehension check, okay? Remember, this is subtracting 3-digit numbers without regrouping, okay? Get ready for regrouping tomorrow, my friends, okay? Bye. See you later. Miss you guys.